In the heart of Turin, Italy, behind centuries-old stone stands an icon that has outlasted empires, soothed the broken-hearted and kindled the faith of generations. She is Our Lady of Consolata, the Madonna who comforts. The image is small by most standards, a modest icon barely the size of a school book, with the Virgin Mary holding the Christ child close to her heart. Yet the power of this image has drawn pilgrims through wars, pandemics, and personal crises. To the faithful, she's not only a symbol, she is family. The origins of this feast trace back to the 4th century when Saint Eusebius brought the icon of the Virgin Mary from Egypt to Turin. Saint Maximus, Bishop of Turin at the time, placed the icon in a small Marian shrine in the northwest corner of the city. The devotion of Our Lady Consolata, fostered by Saint Maximus, continued to spread until the iconoclasts tried to destroy the crucifixes, images, and relics of the saints. The Consolata icon, however, was not destroyed, but remained hidden in a crypt of St. Andrew's Chapel in Turin till the beginning of the 11th century. Over time, the devotion grew, especially after a miraculous event in the year 1104 when a blind man reportedly had a vision of the Virgin Mary, who guided him to the buried icon. Upon its discovery, he miraculously regained his sight, leading to a revival of devotion, and Our Lady of Consolata has since been a source of healing, protection, and comfort. Everyone carries their own sorrow, their own hopes. They kneel before her, light a candle, and speak not just prayers but confessions of the heart. The icon of the Virgin of Consolation is central to the shrine, and it was pontifically crowned by Pope Pius X in 1904. In the early 20th century, a man named Joseph Alamano walked the very steps of that sanctuary every day, a priest filled with missionary fire. He believed the comfort of the Consolata was not meant to stay enclosed in stone walls, and so, in 1901, he founded the Consolata missionaries. From the streets of Turin, they set out into the wide world, into Africa, Latin America, and Asia, to carry not just the image of Our Lady, but her message. Comfort is not a luxury, it's a mission. Today, Consolata priests and sisters work in some of the world's hardest places, war zones, remote villages. They have carried this devotion across continents, establishing schools, hospitals, and churches. Their mission is simple yet profound: to bring comfort, education, and faith to communities in need. In the upscale neighborhood of Westlands in Kenya, people flock to a Marian haven that feels worlds away from the traffic and chaos. Consolata Shrine, Nairobi. Founded in 1957 and administered by the Consolata missionaries, the shrine is not just a parish, it's a spiritual powerhouse in East Africa. The shrine also organizes feast day celebrations of Our Lady of Consolata that draw thousands of pilgrims from across Nairobi and beyond. June 20th is celebrated as the Feast of Our Lady of Consolata, and on that day, Turin becomes a river of roses, processions, and joyful tears. But her influence stretches far beyond that one day or that one city. In a world that is fast and fractured, Our Lady of Consolata offers something desperately needed: a mother's quiet strength and the assurance that no pain is too small and no soul too lost to be comforted. Maybe that's why so many still kneel before her, not for answers, not for miracles, but for that most human of hopes: to be seen, to be loved, and to be consoled.